to come to the light with you. So when I started seeing brothers doing dawah, I joined them. I asked them, I remember I inboxed them. I asked them, how can I join you? And a brother took my number and called me. So from 2015, that's how, up to today, alhamdulillah, that's my journey up to today. I wanted to tell you a little bit about myself. So fast forward, I continued doing dawah. Up to today, it changed my life. And the ni'mah of you going out there and telling one person about Islam and see them accept Islam, or the ni'mah that when you practice Islam and it changes your life, it's something that cannot be explained, something that mere words cannot explain. So I remember my mom telling me when I was young, walking barefoot today will never prevent you from walking in shoes one day. You know, at that time, because we were poor, I thought my mom was saying that only not to buy me shoes. But as I grew up, I started to understand. When I was young, I thought we were so poor. Just to grow up and realize that we were so rich, that the only thing we didn't have was money. And alhamdulillah, I work with ILMTV, and I do a show called My Hustle. I think all of you should watch it. Go to YouTube and search for My Hustle. And My Hustle is about young Muslims that are doing something extraordinary just to make income in a halal way. A few days ago, I was doing a story in South B. And I was doing the story of this young man. What he does a business of selling eggs, boiled eggs, and smokies. And it's a person who just became a Muslim 5 months ago. And as we were conversing, he told me, before he became a Muslim, he used to smoke bang, he used to take alcohol, he used to do a lot of drugs, and he used to go for parties and clubbing. But he told me, since he became a Muslim, last year, 31st August of 2018, he stopped all that. And he started knowing the beauty of waking up early for Fajr and waking up early to go and look for rizq. And just as we were conversing, someone passed by and he said, "Salaam alaikum, Sheikh." And when I turned to look at him, he was someone with the resemblance of a person who was born a Muslim. This resemblance of someone, there are some ethnicity that if you see this person and they say Salaam alaikum, this is a person that was born a Muslim. And when I looked at him, he was drunk. He was drunk, and him and his wife were coming to South Sea to beg. So I looked at the difference between these two people. This is a person who just became a Muslim in last year, 5 months in Islam, and this is a person who was born a Muslim. That's maybe 20, 30 years. But you see the difference in them. You see, this one is drunk and he is going to beg. This one is someone who became a Muslim. He prays 5 times a day. He stopped drugs. So I started asking myself, and this topic is very dear to me. What is it that motivates some people? What is it that makes some people top achievers and others non-achievers? Some people that were born with a silver spoon, someone born in South Sea, someone born with resources, all they lack is resourcefulness. And someone born without resources and all they have is resourcefulness. What's the difference? What is it that makes some people motivated? And what is it that makes some people just non-motivated? They're just there. They don't care. What is it?
Peace begins with a smile. At the Salaam High School, we believe that a better future lies where students can learn themselves and be happy with each other. At the Salaam High School, academic subjects and extracurricular activities complement each other to develop socially and spiritually skilled, healthier students. The school offers both 844 and IGCSE curriculum and has modern ICT and science laboratories that gives students the opportunity to understand theories and concepts by performing scientific experiments on their own. They enjoy a full Islamic environment at their masjid every day. At Salaam, we nurture well-balanced boys who will be ambassadors for Islam and its high moral values. The Salaam High School, excellence in education within a cultivating, caring and secure Islamic environment.
Your presence online can get your business new clients. At Crablinks, our main goal is to help your business grow. We passionately do this through website design, brand identity, photography, digital marketing, networking, CCTV installation, and IT security training. Contact us today on +254 712 972 727 or email us on info@crablinks.co.ke. For more information, visit our website www.crablinks.co.ke. At Crablinks, we believe in upholding the good faith our clients have in us. I was watching a YouTube clip one day and I heard of this story. A rich man in Texas, he had a very beautiful daughter, only one child who was the daughter. So the man was getting old and old. So he organized a feast and he brought in young men, a lot of young men, and he told them he had a very large swimming pool. And in the swimming pool, he had put crocodiles and alligators, and he made the young men make a line just in front of the swimming pool. And he told them, the person that will swim from this end to the other end will either, 1, marry my daughter, 2, I'll give him so much money, dollars, or I'll give you my land. And just before he finished, he had a huge splash, and everyone was amazed, and they looked, and there was one young man. He was swimming and swimming. A crocodile comes, he swims away, he swam to the other hand, and everyone was clapping. And he was asked, the old man was amazed, and he went to him and asked him, young man, now that was amazing. Now tell me, do you want the best of my land? He said, no. He was gasping for air. He said, no. He said, do you want dollars? No. He said, no, I guess all you want is to marry my daughter. And the young man said, no. And the old man said, no, what do you want? And the young man was gasping for air. He said, all I want is for you to tell me the person who pushed me into the water. So so he had been pushed into the water. And that, for me, I think all of us as Muslims, all we need is a push. All we need is a push. Something that makes us want to better ourselves. That's something that makes us want the best and the best. Something that makes us want to pray 5 times a day. You know, when I started understanding the Quran, one day I was praying behind. It was not in a masjid. We had gone somewhere with some brothers, and one of us was leading the prayers, and he recited Surah Al-Fajr, and he recited the last 2 ayahs of Surah Al-Fajr. Fadkhuli fi ibadi wadkhuli jannati. Oh, enter my Jannah. And I had started, I remember I had chills in my body because I had started understanding the Quran and Arabic. And just imagine, you seated here, or you watching at home, just imagine, what is it that you will do for Allah that day to tell you, enter my Jannah? What is it that you will do? What is it that you will do? What is it that you will not do for you not to be told that? Oh, enter my Jannah. Is there anything that you will trade for that? Is there anything that you want to do if you know this should be done? So I prepared a few principles that have helped me, have shaped my life, principles that I've lived by. And everything that I'll say here, if I don't remember to mention, it's by the will of Allah. For me to be seated here today, alhamdulillah, for me it's a miracle. From where I've come from to today, to be seated here and talking to people that I'm not learned more than you. It's a miracle. So the first thing is know your purpose. Why are you here? Know your purpose. You know, you'll be surprised. I don't know if you see it like I see it, that someone comes to the masjid and stands outside. If you go to Masjid Nur, I was at Masjid Nur one day, and I got into the masjid, and there was some brothers there. What they do is they wait for you to come with your car. All they do is they wait for you to come with your car. You park it there. They look after it for you, and when you're finished, they come. You give them 20 shillings or 50 shillings, and they are happy. And these brothers are Muslims, but they don't know their purpose. Someone comes to the masjid, does not pray, but waits outside to beg, when the one who's the giver is inside the masjid. When all you have to do is make sujood and ask. You know, when I'm talking to young people, I give them this example. It's like someone with a soda and a straw, and you pick the straw and leave the soda. Imagine, I'll repeat this. Someone begs outside the masjid. When the one who goes into the masjid goes to beg, what do we come to do in the masjid? To pray to Allah to give us, isn't it? Allah is the one that does not get angry when you ask. Us, we get angry when someone asks, when there is fundraiser today in the masjid and there is another one tomorrow, people will start complaining. So, what is it? What's our purpose in our spirituality? And then come back, what's our why? Every one of us, everyone seated here, we have something that we do the best. Something that if you are in a room and this something we are discussing, who will do this? We know this is Faisal who will do it. We know this is Habib who will do it. We know this is Ahmed who will do it. All of us, we have a talent. We have a skill. You know, it said, success is doing what you love and finding someone to pay you for it. Success is doing what you love and finding someone to pay you for it. So what's our purpose? In dunya, there is no question for that. We know our purpose is to worship Allah. But again, what is it also? What talent do we have? What is it that we can do? What is it that you know that if you don't know anything else, this you know? Some of us, there's someone that not all of us can sit here and speak. But there's people that they do something and you pass by, you know, this is so and so who did it. There's someone, if they sweep and you pass by, you know, this place is swept. So for the young people that are here, what is it that you do with the least effort? What is it that you love to do? What is it that you can do and that you can find people to pay you for it? After you find this thing, we need to go to the biggest room in the world. We need to go to the biggest room in the world. Anyone who knows the biggest room in the world, to say I. Do you know the biggest room in the world? Anyone who wants to know the biggest room in the world, say I. What's the biggest room in the world, Sheikh? Jannah. This is in the world, the biggest room in the world. In the world, yes. The mosque. Yes, the biggest room in the world is the room for improvement.